Hello everyone and welcome back to the UConn Huskies Dynasty. In the last episode, the Huskies beat the UMass Minutemen and have finished 8-4 on the regular season and have been invited to play against Middle Tennessee State in the New Orleans Bowl. I thought Middle Tennessee was a much higher rated team. They're only a 74 overall, and for whatever reason, we're down to a 76 where we've previously been a 78 all season. If we take a look at the college football playoff bracket, if you missed it in the last episode, here it is. Feel free, pause, take a look. Most surprising team, I think, is probably Louisiana, but they did go 11-2 on the season out of the Sun Belt. I think UConn has a serious chance to get a victory today over Middle Tennessee State, which would be their first bowl victory since 2009 and their first 9-win season since 2007. With the 10 points I had for my coach, Matt Glenn, I went ahead and finally unlocked Tactician. We essentially will just earn more XP for each win, which will help us level up even faster, assuming we can continue to win. Although, like I've mentioned a couple of times, we had a super easy schedule this year. I do not anticipate necessarily being this good again in season 2. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the New Orleans Bowl. The Huskies looking for a bowl win for the first time in over a decade. Welcome everyone to the first bowl game of the series, and hopefully not the last. The Huskies at the New Orleans Bowl to take on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Middle Tennessee starts with the football, so let's take a look at their offense. They are quarterbacked by junior Nicholas Vadiato. Halfback 1 is Frank Peasant, and Brian Bruton is the halfback 2. Wide receiver 1 is Omari Kelly. They also have Javante Sherman and Kellen Stewart. And the tight end 1 is Holden Willis, an 84 overall, probably their best player. So let's see how the defense holds up. They finished the season very hot against Syracuse and UMass, two teams that are on paper better than Middle Tennessee State. They pick up 4 on their first play. 2nd down and 6. This is probably the best quarterback we've faced in a little while, though. Middle Tennessee State does have a decent one in Vadiato. By the way, as always, correct me if I am pronouncing names wrong. I did look up a couple videos. I heard other commentators calling him Vadiato, so that is how I've been pronouncing it. Swatted away. And it's going to be 4th and 5. Middle Tennessee will punt it away. The Huskies offense comes out on the field for the final game of the season, losing a number of seniors after this game. I'll tell you who's staying around, though, hopefully Victor Rosa, unless he wants to enter the transfer portal after having the year he's had, a pickup of 4. I will say Victor Rosa and Cam Edwards both at risk of transferring due to various deal breakers. On 2nd and 6, we'll go back to the ground. It's Rosa again, nowhere to go. That makes it 3rd and 8. Will the Huskies also go 3 and out? Evers back to pass, blitz on its way, picked up nicely, and we get it downfield to TJ Sheffield, who breaks a couple tackles and gets to the 37. TJ Sheffield, one of those seniors that we will be losing after this season. 1st and 10 from the 37. Evers is back to pass, and he's going to lob one up to the senior wideout TJ Sheffield. He can't come down with it. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Evers out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Cam Edwards. Decent blocking down the field. And Edwards on his first carry will get 11. Good enough for a first. Evers out of the shotgun. Will look to throw. Has Sheffield wide open right side. Completely on his own. Jukes back inside and goes down at the 9. 1st and goal Huskies. I'm a little disappointed after having the 8-4 end of the season that we got such a weak opponent in a bowl game. Only a 74 overall Middle Tennessee State. Cam Edwards on the carry will get to the 5. The reason I say things like that is because I think it would be hilarious if I do, and then we get killed at the end by them somehow. 2nd and goal from the 5. So we'll go back to Cam Edwards. Had a small lane up the middle, can't break through, no gain. That'll make it 3rd and goal from the 5. Evers back to pass, wants Shamar Porter. Touchdown Huskies on their first drive of the day. And it's Shamar Porter. Tell you what, he's not a senior, and I'm excited about his future here at UConn. It is 6-0 Huskies, 7-0 pending the PAT. Vadiato back to pass on the new drive for the Blue Raiders, and it'll be a 1st down on the first throw. From the 35 on 1st and 10, Vadiato out of the shotgun. He's running back to his right. It's an RPO, And it's a pass completed, a broken tackle, over pursued by Malik Dixon-Williams. Unless the ref tackles him, he's gone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State. What a poor route taken by Malik Dixon-Williams, and I'm not sure who had that tackle broken, but that is poor as well. Middle Tennessee State going to tie this game up after their point after try. It was Durante Jones II not wrapping up. So we have ourselves a ball game, 7-7, as the Huskies offense takes back over. Is Cam Edwards going to get a good carry here? And he's got another first down. First and 10 from the 36. Evers is back to pass. He wants Lewis Hanson, the tight end, gets it to him. It's another first down for the Huskies. At about midfield, Nick Evers now on fire. 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Victor Rosa going to get the carry, makes a man miss, and then fumbles the football, a problem he's had all season. He's fumbled a number of times. Any fumble we've had from the offense this year has been him, and he coughs this one up. Middle Tennessee State will take over with good field position. Victor Rosa is so explosive offensively, but if he's coughing up the football, we definitely can't have that. Pickup of 4 for Middle Tennessee. Second down and 6. Several players in the backfield now. Man in motion and coming back the other way. And it's going to be a handoff, but nowhere to go. Julian Simon making the tackle. 3rd and 11. A hopeful stop here for the Huskies after the turnover, and Dalmont Gordine makes sure of it. 4th and 17 coming up for Middle Tennessee State, and they'll have to punt the football away. So it'll likely be a lot of Cam Edwards on this drive. I'm not going to risk another turnover with Victor Rosa on the biggest stage so far this season. Plus, Cam Edwards is playing out of his mind recently. Against UMass, he was elite. He's been elite so far today against Middle Tennessee State as we end the first quarter. Chants coming from the crowd saying, "Let's go UConn. Let's go UConn indeed." We'll dump this off underneath. Josiah Gathings, welcome back to the Huskies. We missed you, buddy. Gathings is a junior, should be back next season. As now, instead of Victor Rosa on this jet touch pass, it's Cam Edwards. Nowhere to go. TJ Sheffield didn't hit his block. Don't worry, I won't just sub out Victor Rosa completely. Just giving him a drive off, let him cool down, think about how things went on that last drive. This does get to Cam Edwards on the pass, and he goes down to the 43. 3rd and 4. Evers will look to throw and doesn't really have anybody open. Well covered down the field, and we unfortunately will have to punt from the 43. 8:10 left in the first half, and it's a 1st and 10 for Middle Tennessee State, and it is a run and a loss of a yard. Julian Simon playing well today. 3rd down and 10 could be another big stop for this Huskies defense. The offense kind of letting them down so far today, and that one is completed though. First down, Blue Raiders. At their own 34, 1st down and 10, 6:20 left to play in the half, and that's Jelani Stafford in the backfield. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Body auto throws quickly, finds his man. He's pushed out of bounds after a pickup of 2. 3rd and 8. Opportunity again for a stop from the Huskies. It's on the ground, and they're going to pick it up due to a broken tackle. Somebody on this defense learned to tackle. That is despicable. So now it's 1st and 10. Should have been 4th down. Somehow they pick up the 3rd and 8 on the ground due to the fact that the Huskies can't remember how to tackle, and a bad route by Malik Dixon-Williams. It's the 2nd time he's done it today, and it's the 2nd time it's going to result in a touchdown for Middle Tennessee State. The Blue Raiders are going to take the lead off of an RPO. Malik Dixon-Williams, bad pursuit angle, over pursues, and the wide out is gone. 1st and 10 Huskies finding themselves down by a touchdown. Cam Edwards will get the carry. Good block downfield. Makes a man miss. Still fighting for yardage. Gets all the way to the 46. Cam Edwards been an absolute menace today. And number 22, Victor Rosa, back on the field. Fumbled last time he had the football. Will he do so again? No. Goes down to the 49, a pickup of 5. 3.5 minutes left in the half. And it's Victor Rosa on the carry again, and he will get the first down. 1st and 10, Evers back to pass. He's going to lob one up for TJ Sheffield. Touchdown, Huskies. Sheffield had a half a step, and it was enough. An absolute dime from the quarterback, Nick Evers, and the Huskies go deep. Something we haven't done a lot this season is throw down the field. We break it out here in the bowl game, and the Huskies are going to tie this one up. 14-14. We've got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Vadiato will hand this first one off. What insane blocking. Not a single Husky could get off their block. So now we find ourselves in a 2nd and 6 situation. 2:22 left to play. It's another handoff going nowhere. Jelani Stafford. You know that Stafford had to make his presence felt in what is his final game as a Husky. Vadiato back to pass. As his man, it's punched away by Malcolm Bell. And that forces a 4th down where Middle Tennessee State will punt. Malcolm Bell quickly becoming one of my favorite players. I mean, how can you not love the storyline? Going from struggling as a corner to quickly becoming one of our best, playing very well here in the end of the season. Probably part of why the Huskies are on this win streak. A minute 50 left in the half. Nick Evers takes the snap and will look to throw. Has a man over the middle. It's Shamar Porter, and he's got the first down, fighting for extra, gets to the 46. Make it 2nd and 9 with a minute and a half remaining, as we were going to lob this one up, and Nick Evers missed his target. Intended for Josiah Gathings. 3rd and 9. Evers will look to throw. Has his man over the middle. It's TJ Sheffield. He makes the grab and breaks a tackle. First down, UConn. The senior TJ Sheffield having himself a day during the bowl game. Just about a minute remains. Evers will look to throw. Wants his man, and that is Josiah Gathings making the catch and fighting for extra yardage. Goes down at the 20. Now 2nd down and 10 from the 20. And it is going to be a handoff to Victor Rosa, and he falls down at the 16, 3rd and 6. 37 seconds left. Taking the snap and looking to throw. Finding Victor Rosa to the sideline. He goes out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal for the Huskies. From the 5, goal to go. Evers back to pass. Victor Rosa, touchdown UConn. You saw it coming from a mile away. If you were watching Victor Rosa at the start of that play, he was just open immediately. The easiest check down touchdown pass that Nick Evers will ever throw, and Victor Rosa gets his receiving touchdown to make up for the fumble earlier. 1st and 10, 22 seconds left in the half. It's some time to score. That is a crazy drop. He had so much running room. Not making that mistake again. We're running a cover 4 now. We're not getting beat down the field. It's going to be a run play. Middle Tennessee State giving up on the half. We will head to halftime, although now they're hurrying it up. They do snap the ball with about 2 seconds left. Looking downfield and going to maybe take off to run. This should not be a problem. Half is over. It's actually a fumble and then recovered by the Huskies. But it is halftime. What a crazy end of the half it was. 21-14 UConn. It hasn't been pretty, but we do still have the 7-point lead. TJ Sheffield is the player spotlight for the half. 4 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. The senior showing up in a big way in his final game as a Husky. 2nd and 10. The Huskies do start with the football here in the second half. Nick Evers is back to pass and has Victor Rosa to the right side. That's going to be a 1st down. He'll go out of bounds at the 40. 1st down and 10. Play action, and now Evers back to pass. Has a man over the middle. Lucky that's not ruled a fumble. I personally thought it was. Now on 3rd down, Evers back to pass. Gonna roll out to his left. Look at all this green grass over here. He'll run out of bounds where he gets shoved a little bit at the 39. Didn't even need to look downfield because there was just so much room to run. 1st and 10. Carry for Victor Rosa. Our right guard didn't block even slightly. It's a loss of 3, not really Victor Rosa's fault. 2nd and 13 from the 42 as we look to run with Rosa again, and he'll get 3 yards back. From the 39, 3rd and 10. Evers to throw. And running out of time, falls incomplete. Do we really want to punt from our own 39? I guess we have to. It hits a Middle Tennessee player. If the UConn Huskies pick it up, it's our ball. It is our ball. I took some off of it and gave it backspin. So when it hit the ground, it bounced backwards and ran into the defender's foot, and everyone's blocked, but finally somebody gets on the football and the Huskies take over in the red zone. What a huge turn of events. That is so convenient for the Huskies, as now they'll get an opportunity to find some points. This one goes to Shamar Porter and he gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Evers back to pass, wants Lewis Hanson, rifles it in there, and he'll get the first down to the 2. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Evers toss, Cam Edwards, and he couldn't get there. That makes it 2nd and goal from the 4. TJ Sheffield in motion. Jet touch pass to the senior wideout. Can he outrun everyone to the edge? He does. Another touchdown for TJ Sheffield. And the Huskies will extend their lead thanks to the work on the punt. It'll be 28-14 when the Blue Raiders take over. 28-14 for the Huskies. Vadiato and the Blue Raiders get something going. Well, there is your answer. Nobody was down the field at all. Touchdown Blue Raiders on the first play of the drive. One play, 80 yards, 6 points. That turned into 7 after the PAT. Only a touchdown lead for the Huskies once again. This is the worst the defense has looked maybe all season. Fake jet touch pass to Cam Edwards on the carry, and he will get a first down. Good news is that the offense seems to have found their rhythm. 1st and 10 from the 36. Evers is back to pass and has Nick Harris potentially diving but can't make the catch. Now we find ourselves in a 3rd and 9 situation from the 31. Evers is back to throw, runs out of time. It's coughed up, recovered by the Huskies, but it's 4th and 15. When I first looked at this replay, I figured it was this edge rusher that got past Victor Rosa, but no, Victor picked up his block very well. It's our right tackle, Valentin Sen. He's given up the most sacks this season of any Husky offensive lineman, and he did so again. It sort of feels like that huge play from Middle Tennessee State sucked all the life out of the Huskies. Nobody can tackle again. Lucky he doesn't get away there. Middle Tennessee has the opportunity to get down the field and tie this ball game up. 1st and 10. 3rd quarter nearly over. It's going to be a running play and a lot of running room on the draw. 2nd and 1. As they will go to the air, RPO blown up. 3rd and 1. That was Durante Jones the second making that big time tackle. 3rd and 1 from the 48. They could go to the ground here. It wouldn't surprise me with how they've played so far today. They do go to the ground here. Great tackling from the Huskies defense. And they will go to 4th down and they will punt it away. That is a huge stop for the Huskies defense. And it also pushes us into the 4th quarter. For the first time today, I believe, Victor Rosa gets the jet touch pass. He's too fast for those defenders. It's a first down for the Huskies running back. 1st and 10 from the 33. Evers back to pass. Running out of time, but has running room to the left side. Is he going to be chased down by the defender? Eventually, but not before Nick Evers gets all the way to the Middle Tennessee 37. We have not seen Evers run a lot this season, but so far he has run a lot today. Big pickup for Evers on the ground there. From the 37, and we're bringing TJ Sheffield in motion. The fake jet. Cam Edwards breaks a key tackle there and goes down at the 29. It'll be 2nd and 2. Victor Rosa checks in. 2nd and 2. Going to the air. Looking over the middle for Shamar Porter, but it's punched out. Now it's 3rd down and 2. From the 29 on 3rd down, we'll go to the ground. Cam Edwards, what a block by the left guard. Edwards, one man to beat, jukes back inside, brought down at the 6. And he throws the football at a Middle Tennessee defender's helmet. That's gotta be some kind of penalty, right? Please tell me it shows it in the replay. He just throws it right at his head. Cam Edwards, beefing with Shellman the 4th, just tosses the ball at his head after his huge carry. By the way, I absolutely have to mention this block by left tackle Chase Lunt. My goodness. Talk about a pancake. Without this block, none of that run happens. Absolutely nasty stuff from the Huskies. First, you got Chase dive blocking people. And you got Cam Edwards throwing footballs at helmets. Don't know how it's not a penalty. It's a fake jet again. Edwards breaking a tackle, but can't get away. 2nd and goal from the 6. And in motion, it's Victor Rosa. And it's that jet touch pass just short of the end zone to the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. Which team wants it more? Cam Edwards wants it more. Touchdown, Huskies. Cam Edwards gets it done on the ground again, and the Huskies will extend their lead to 2 scores one more time. What a run the Huskies have gone on. I believe they started the season 3-4. Now about to get their 9th victory if they can just hold on. Their first bowl victory since 2009. Their first 9-win season since 2007. It's all in their hands. Up by 2 scores with under 6 minutes left to play. Vadiato will look to throw, finds his man, and it's incomplete. It's got to be 4-down territory for the Blue Raiders at this point, surely. Even if they don't convert here, you think they got to go for it. Well, it's not going to matter because it's picked off by Malcolm Bell. One man to beat. He can't do it for the pick 6, but he gets to the 9. 1st and goal for the Huskies, and Malcolm Bell may have just sealed the deal here in the New Orleans Bowl. And I think we also got to give some love to the big man, Jelani Stafford, who got home, putting some pressure in the face of Vadiato, and then Malcolm Bell does the rest. A touchdown here pretty much puts the game away. Jet touch pass set up for Victor Rosa. Running room, spins back inside, gets to the 3, 2nd and goal. Under 5 minutes left to play in today's action. As we go in zone, touchdown Josiah Gathings. Nick Evers finds another touchdown pass, this time to the returning Josiah Gathings here in the bowl game. It's going to be 42-21 for the Huskies, an offensive explosion in the 2nd half. Now the Huskies up 21. The game feels out of reach for the Blue Raiders, but you know they're going to give it their best shot. Final game of the season, you have to. Under 5 minutes left to play. Launching one way down the field. There is no way we get beat over the top like that on one play again. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. I said the game was over. If they're going to score in 9 seconds half the time, you never know. Amari Kelly again, the junior. Vadiato with an absolute dot down the field. He wasn't that much further ahead than the DB, but got it done. That is insane from Middle Tennessee State. I truly thought that last touchdown was the dagger for UConn, but now it feels like anything could happen. We keep getting beat over the top. Cam Edwards is having an incredible day. Gets to the 35, 2nd and inches. 115 yards and a touchdown for Cam Edwards on 15 attempts. Victor Rosa checks in. On 2nd and inches, we will go to him, and it's a 1st down for the junior running back. The Huskies now just looking to kill the clock. Don't get me wrong, we're still very likely to win this game, but it is just incredible how often we've been beat down the field on passing plays. Edwards gets another carry, and it's another good one, and makes sure he doesn't go out of bounds. Gets to the 44. 2nd and 11 from the 45. It'll be Cam Edwards up the gut, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. A 1st down here would practically seal it, as if it weren't kind of already sealed. Try to get this to TJ Sheffield, just short of the 1st down marker. They want us to attempt a 51-yard field goal. What I actually think the play is here is to just run it up the gut. If we don't get it, they still have to drive down the field. But if we do get it, the game is over. 4th and inches from the 34. Cam Edwards up the middle. He got it done. And Middle Tennessee State will use their 2nd timeout, but that should be game over. In year number 1, the UConn Huskies get it done. 9 wins on the season and a bowl victory. I didn't have expectations quite this high, but I really think that the offense put it together at the end of the season, especially in the running game, and the Huskies finish with a bowl victory. This was an absolutely insane game. By the way, Middle Tennessee State did get another garbage time touchdown. And let me show you their quarterback stats. Vadiato, threw for 391 yards with 5 touchdowns and a pick. Absolutely insane day from the junior quarterback. As for Nick Evers, he also had a very good day, just not nearly as many yards, had 255 touchdowns though, no interceptions. And he's only a sophomore, if you remember. And from what I can remember, his deal breaker is playing time. Obviously, as long as he's here, he's going to get a ton of playing time. So I believe Nick Evers will be sticking around into his junior season. What a day on the ground for Cam Edwards, by the way. 21 rushing attempts, 142 yards, and a touchdown. Victor Rosa did not do very well on the ground though. 10 attempts, 23 yards, 2.3 per carry, and obviously had that fumble early in the game. Receiving, Victor Rosa 7 for 63. This is obviously those jet touch passes, but TJ Sheffield was the real star of the show. 6 for 103 and 2 touchdowns. An amazing day in his final game for TJ Sheffield. Our 3 senior linemen, Lunt, Fortin, and Sen, with 6, 5, and 5 pancakes respectively in their final games. Defensively, Zachary Spears led us in solo and total tackles. Jelani Stafford in his final game leads us in TFLs with 3. Valmont Gordine in his final game gets a sack. Julian Simon with a sack as well. He's only a junior. Malcolm Bell with his interception has had quite the redemption arc this season. Congratulations to the Huskies. They have won the New Orleans Bowl. And again, you might be thinking to yourself, that didn't seem like much of a rebuild. Obviously, we're going to go more than one season, but as I've mentioned a number of times now in previous episodes, we did have, I think, the easiest schedule in all of college football. I mean, there's what, 3 teams on this list that are higher rated than us? Maybe 4, and we lost 4 games. And not to mention that the bowl game we got was against Middle Tennessee State, a 74 overall team, and they honestly played us really well. I was very impressed by Middle Tennessee State, but just keep that in mind. We got a really easy bowl draw. We had a really easy schedule. We were always going to have a good season in year 1, I think. But anyway, let's go ahead and start advancing and get to what I guess is technically the off season. Here's how the first round of the college football playoff bracket went. Louisville beating Ole Miss 32-21. Clemson kind of dominating Oklahoma 41-21. Oregon versus Michigan was a low scoring affair, 20-10 victory for Oregon. And Alabama beating the Raging Cajuns, but not by very much, 45-36. Gotta give a hand to Louisiana. What a year that they had. And of course, the final conference standings on the year, I probably should have shown this earlier. Miami wins the ACC. North Texas actually ends up winning the American, going 7-1 in the conference, 10-4 total. Texas Tech wins the Big 12, 8-1 in their conference. Big 10 was won by Ohio State. Conference USA was won by FIU. Western Kentucky looks like they were pretty close. Of course, FBS Independence, there's no conference winner here, but we did technically have the same record as Notre Dame, for whatever that's worth. Central Michigan wins the MAC. I do think that UMass will do very, very well in the MAC. They would already be like, what, the 2nd or 3rd highest rated team in the MAC. They would be tied with Miami of Ohio for the 2nd highest rated team in the MAC. Mountain West Conference was New Mexico. That's surprising. They're, I think, the lowest rated team in the Mountain West. Boise State finishes 2nd. Pac-12, or Pac-2 rather, is Washington State. SEC was won by Alabama, and the Sun Belt, of course, won by Louisiana, and it wasn't particularly close, going 8-0 in conference play. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Huskies Dynasty. In the next episode, we'll go through the rest of the college football playoffs, some more stats, some more awards, and generally it'll be a very off-season type of vibe, along with the off-season recruiting and the transfer portals. But as always, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm having a blast with this series, and I love the support I'm seeing for it. Thank you so much. If you find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It does help me out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we'll get prepped for year number 2 in the Huskies Dynasty.